Welcome to Living Local. I'm Gail Kvistad, your guide, and we're out here at Limonera. Yes, we're going to take you to the orchard today, where you're going to see fresh lemons growing, the orchards of Limonera. And Stewart, Lockwood, you are the gentleman responsible for these ripe fruit, aren't you?
Well, yes, especially picking them.
Picking them is a real art, isn't it?
Well, it is, and then coordinating with sales so they know what's coming and we get the right fruit for our customers.
Because it isn't just like you're just going to grow a lemon, it's on a tree, and then, oh, we're going to go pack it. There's actually a schedule. There's people that are waiting for this fruit, aren't they?
And in Ventura County, these trees will bloom 5 times a year. So we never stop picking.
Never stop picking.
No. We have about 20 crews picking. Each one has 20 to 25 people.
Okay, and this business has been around for 128 years. Mm-hmm. Has it changed very much picking a lemon?
Not as much as you'd think. It's still done by hand. There's no mechanical process to pick the fruit.
To shake the trees?
You could, but it tears the heck out of the tree.
Right.
And lemon trees have thorns on them. So if you're shaking the fruit, it gets punctured and scratched.
Oh.
So it damages the fruit. So everything is done by hand. Of course, we're using forklifts instead of mule-drawn wagons, but that part has changed. But there's still people still cutting it with clippers and putting it in a bag.
That's why it's so good. Right? Okay, well, let's take a little closer look at what's going on here.
Okay, well, this is a typical lemon block here. These trees are probably about 40 years old.
40 years old.
Mm-hmm. They'll produce, 50 to 60 years.
Really? And this is all new growth right here, isn't it?
This is all new growth. The different color is new growth. So you see you've got basically 4 different crops on here currently. You've got the blossom stage, you've got small, peanut size, and you've got that'll be picked in probably 4 to 6 weeks, and then you've got something that could be picked before then.
And they all grow here on the same tree.
The same tree. Lemon trees and most citrus trees are 2 different varieties. You have rootstock and then you have a scion on top of it. And that helps that tends to get bigger fruit, tends to be more resistant to certain pests because a single variety tends to be more susceptible to certain bugs.
Oh,
so when you combine them, you get the strengths of both.
And what's interesting is that you think of lemon as being one fruit, but there's so many different.
It's like oranges. There's a million varieties of oranges. There's a million varieties of plums. Lemons in the United States are mostly 2 varieties, Eureka or Lisbon, but then there are subsets. There's different types of Lisbon, there's different types of Eurekas.
Right. And then you also grow organic Meyers out here.
We do have some Meyer lemons and some seedless lemons and also variegated pink lemons.
The pink lemons are my favorite. And if you haven't tasted a pink lemon out there, you're missing out because you will love. Aren't they juicier and a little bit sweeter?
They definitely have a little bit different taste, and they're really great, colorful on the plate or in a cocktail.
They're beautiful. So try a pink lemon at home. When do the bees come?
The bees.
Don't you have the bees? You have to have bees, right?
We don't for lemons. Lemons are self-pollinating. So lemon trees have male flowers and female flowers.
Wait. Wait, I did not know this.
Yes.
Tell me this again. Okay.
They are self-pollinating. They have male flowers and female flowers and tend to bloom at the same time so they can cross-pollinate. They can pollinate themselves.
So is that what's happening right here where you see the 2 little blooms and the little babies coming out?
Mm-hmm.
So which one's the male flower? Which one's the female? Do you know?
I do not. You'd have to ask them.
Okay, so are you listening at home? You don't need bees?
Not for the lemons. So new trees will generally start producing fruit, a little bit of fruit within 2 years.
Okay, but nothing like this.
Nothing like this, but then by the 3rd or 4th year, you get a lot of fruit and you have to go in and pick it. Now those you do pick about 5 times a year because otherwise the branches break because there's so much weight on the little trees.
Okay.
So you have to keep relieving that weight so it can so the branches get strong enough and build a scaffolding to support the fruit.
Oh, that's so interesting. And how long does it take the fruit to develop? Look at this little baby. We have a little baby right here.
Right. So anywhere from 9 months to a year, depending on when it bloomed. So if it blooms in springtime, usually about 9 months, because it'll grow a lot during summertime.
Real babies.
Yep.
Limonera really is growing baby lemon, and they take about 9 months. Oh, and that's why they're so fresh and good. And so you want to create shape and space for it to grow inside? How do you
Yes.
do that?
Well, if you can see in here, you can see there's kind of a window.
Yeah.
So you have sunlight penetrating into the center of the tree. That allows you to have fruit in the inside of the tree. If you let all the branches and dead branches, the sticks build up in there, there's no sunlight, you only get fruit on the outside. You can see these are some of the shoots. They're called suckers.
Okay.
that they pruned off.
Oh, so that was what they pruned off to make the little holes.
Yeah, these are
in the
growing
area.
up in the inside, and
Okay.
then so after they throw them down, and then we go through and we shred them.
How do you actually pick them?
They have a clipper, just like this, and they clip them. So we want to leave the stem on, because that will allow the fruit to last longer on the shelf. You want to leave the button on, as we call it, the calyx. You want to leave this part onto the fruit.
What's the oldest tree out here?
1956 is currently the oldest block,
1956.
and
Really?
it's still producing.
And still producing. The 50s. The trees have been around. Wow.
Yeah, they still produce very well. It's
Happy trees.
It's just a great location for them, I think. So
Isn't that great to see trees that are over 50 years old and still producing?
it is. It is.
It is. Thank you, Limonera. Yes.
Actually, as we say, all of our babies are beautiful. So even the ones that are scarred up are good, are full of juice. So.
They are. Well, these babies are beautiful, and thank you so much for sharing with us.
My pleasure. Thank you for coming to Limonera.
Thank you. Stay tuned for more Living Local.